Welcome back. It's good to see you tonight. My name is John Barr, and I'm here at Silent Word Ministries, and I'm excited to share with you now some things about our ministry that can help you. The big question, can Silent Word Ministries help you? Yes. And we have several things. There's so much to share. There's not enough time, and I'm going to try to condense this down and not make it a really long time. So show you very briefly some of the things that are here and available for you here at Silent Word Ministries. First of all, our ministry has a desire to reach out into different areas, different places in ministry. For example, people that use sign language, deaf people. Maybe they're hearing people that use sign language, hard of hearing, but if you need sign language, we can help with that. People who read lips, people who are hard of hearing but they don't know sign language, we can help with that. With interpreters, with deaf children, with deaf ministries, with deaf churches, with ASL, with families, deaf and hearing families, with hearing people, and then other countries, and really so many different things. Silent Word Ministries is here to help and to serve. Our goal is to serve the Lord, to help many people become saved, to learn the Bible, and then to teach other people as well. Here are a few of the things that we do here at Silent Word. Can you see all of those? Can you read all of that? One day I was just thinking, I'll sit down and I'll just type out what we do here. And these are the different areas that really every week or every month we're involved with here at Silent Word. There's so much involved. We are not just a very small ministry, we're really a big ministry. There are just a few people. We don't have 100 people involved here, but we have a team of people, a group of people that are here every day, a small group, and then we have other people that serve in different areas around America and then in other countries as well. There's one verse, and every time we've met here, I've shared a verse, and I'd like to share a verse here tonight. And it says here, bring, there's other words in the verse, and it says, the books, but especially the parchments. The idea here is that Paul was saying, I need for you to come, but when you come, bring, and he gave some things, but one of the things he said, Paul was in prison and he was saying, please bring what? The books. Why? You say, well, maybe there was no TV at that time. No, books are helpful. Books are important. Books will help you to learn how you can improve in different areas. Maybe you need to improve with your Bible study. Then a book can help you study and learn more. Maybe as you read the Bible, it's very difficult to understand. Well, some of the books here at Silent Word can help the Bible become clear as you read, and you compare it, I understand. Maybe it's a hearing person that needs to learn sign language. Then we have different things here, books and videos and different things that can help your ministry. Let me show you just a few of them. I'm going to change the slide here so you see about the books. Here, just for example, here we have, I've told you before, the catalog. We have it in print like this, and if you look through it, it's not small. It's many pages, and this catalog can help you as you look and you say, I'm curious about, I want something small, but I want to learn about the topic, and you can look through it and you can find it. Or maybe you prefer on the internet, you can visit Silent Word, silentwordorg, and you can see there so many things. Everything that we have is there. And we're also adding the books, but we're adding PDFs and different online ways of reading. we have small little pamphlets like this one. This one says, "Why have a deaf ministry?" And this is good. Maybe somebody in your church doesn't understand the need for a deaf ministry. Get this and give it to them, and it helps you to explain better about a deaf ministry. This is one that says, "What pastors need to know about deaf ministry." You know that many pastors are not trained in college how to do deaf ministry. Many people think deaf ministry is the same as a slow learners class, and it's not the same. And so that pamphlet is good. This one is 4 needs for serving God. Don't limit God, and how can God use you? And so you read this, oh, it can be a blessing to your heart. This one is the person God will use. And as you read these things, you study, and these are very inexpensive, or you can get them as a PDF. We can send them to you, different things. But the reason is for you, yourself, to improve, to learn, and to grow. Then we have sign language things like this one, The Christian Interpreter. And it's a small booklet. It has several things in here. Interpreters can read. Oh, did you know that interpreting in church is different than interpreting for a doctor or a lawyer or different things like that? Church is different, and many people are intimidated about interpreting in church. Here's a really good one. It's called The Bible Lessons of the Eagle. Now here we call this Eagle SOAR. Eagle SOAR. And here Dr. Ted Camp, he loves eagles. In his office, there are eagles all over the place. I mean, not real eagles, but statues everywhere, pictures everywhere. And the eagle is a very interesting animal. It's an interesting bird. And as you study the eagle, you will learn spiritual lessons. That book. Here's another one. Successful Life, Christian Life and Ministry. So, you receive Christ, you've been saved, okay. How can you be successful in your life and your ministry? So, these are some things that are helpful, some booklets, small books that can help you in your life. Then also, maybe you're just learning, interpreting, you're learning how to, maybe not interpret, but sign to deaf people. How do you be clear with your signs? We have one here, and this one's pretty thick. It's called ASL Interpreting Manual. I just dropped it. It'll be all right. And so that little booklet can help people as they're studying and learning and improving, and you can get exposure and learn more about different parts of interpreting and signing. Here's one that's very, very popular with deaf people, and that's the KJV Bible Dictionary for the deaf. And in here, there are many words that are hard to understand, and it explains the hard to understand word. It explains what it means. It explains a verse, where you can find it. Oh, that verse. And it helps you understand how to sign it also. It gives an easy way or easy word, easy sign, so that you can sign that hard word. So that's very popular. Maybe you know somebody that's learning sign language. And we have this. This is called the ASL Video Vocabulary. Now, it's not deep ASL, but all of the signs are ASL signs. And as we travel around America, we found, okay, some signs are the same. And so in this book and video, it teaches about 830 signs. It has Bible signs, it has basic signs, and all of them are signed very clearly, like the sign for boy, and then we'll turn and say boy. It's like you have a hat on and you go like this, boy and boy. And it explains the different signs. Over 800 signs. Another popular book is this, Hymns for the Deaf. Now, this is different. It is not easy English words. No, no, no. It will explain, like if you're talking to God, you go this way. If you're talking about sin or the world, you look this way. And so there's this, and it has two lines to help you understand that. All caps means looking at God and different things. This book will help you with some basic hymns. You'll learn how to change the hymns to become clear for deaf people. And this is one way. There are many, many different ways to sign songs. We know that. All right. And then another one that is really good. We have videos. We have DVDs. This DVD is the story of Ronnie Rice. He's a deaf evangelist. And as he traveled, well, really, when he was born, he tells the story of how he was born. And did you know that he was in a hospital and his mother said, "I don't want him," and left him? Did you know that? Woo! Very interesting story. And of his growing up and then later receiving Christ and God calling him to preach and all of these different things. Wonderful story and very encouraging for your deaf ministry. Then also, here's one called Who Are Deaf People? Do you know that many hearing people don't know what it means, deaf? Oh yeah, they know that, okay, deaf means you can't hear, but what does that mean? You can't hear. What does it mean? Most deaf people grow up, their parents don't know sign language. Most deaf people, they have to follow, and it's very difficult. And I have many deaf friends, and I've asked us a lot of questions, and found out many interesting things. And this is a very good video to share with your pastor or with your ministry staff. Help people to know and understand deaf people and who they are and their needs different than hearing people. Then also, we have a Sunday school program. Sunday school. And all of these years of Sunday school programs, here's like this, and every lesson is on one page. Now this is for the teacher, and you can pass it out to the students. But let's say, for example, you're teaching, well, here's a page, and you can copy this page, or you can order more and pass them out individually and give them to the people. But you can teach this page. Somebody said, "Oh, no, I can teach that in 10 minutes. No, you can read it in 10 minutes, but you can't teach it and be clear in 10 minutes. It takes the whole class, and you explain and have questions and help it to be clear and read the verses and hear their examples and illustrations and help you to teach your Sunday school class. Really, I've noticed many Sunday school classes for deaf people, they just teach whatever. They don't have a program. And it's good to have a program. This program starts with creation, and it works its way through, and it teaches many different things: Old Testament, New Testament, doctrine, family, and Christian helps, things that you need to help your Christian life. So many different things. This is a wonderful resource. It's good, and it's not expensive. It's cheap. You can buy one for every person in your class, or you can buy one and copy it. That'll be fine. And so there's so many different things. Well, also at Silent Word Ministries, we have a website, silentwordorg. I hope you've already been there. But if you have not, please go and visit. Click on and click around in these different places. You'll find many things. All of the books up here in the store. You can find everything. Videos, everything is there. But then also, some of the things that we do, some of the meetings, we go to places and then other churches and people come to us. For example, Fantastic Saturday. The sign is FS Saturday. Fantastic Saturday is what we call this. And the reason for this is to be an encouragement to your deaf ministry. Now, what happens is that we will go and we'll set up our book tables and everything in one church, in one place, and then deaf ministries from maybe 2 hours away will come and Some of these meetings are quite large. One of our meetings is over 200 people, and some of them are very small, 30 or 40 people. But it's an encouragement time to help your deaf ministry. And you come, and everything is short. Maybe 15-minute lessons, then we change, and then we'll sing a song, and then we'll have a giveaway from the table down here, and then we will play a game and a lot of different things all day long. It's short, and really some people have looked up and said, "Oh, it's time to leave." Wow, because it was so fast, and it was good and interesting. And this day you will learn spiritual things, but you'll also learn sign language. Hearing people will learn how to improve their sign language or how to improve your deaf ministry. This is not a time for preaching only. This is a time to encourage your deaf ministry and learn how and improve. And that'll be good for your ministry. Then also we have ASLI and Deaf Bible Conference. Why? Well, I have noticed over the years, I have noticed that really many church interpreters did not get the training in a class. Somebody taught them sign language and they began in deaf ministry. I learned sign language that way. I learned as just studying I studied a book, and then somebody taught a class, and then deaf people, I would interrupt them, and they would correct me and all these things, and then I would go to workshops and different things. But really, this is a very helpful time where you can learn, practice, and it's truly a workshop. So we teach something and then you do it. And then there's Deaf Bible Conference. So while the hearing people are over here having their classes for the hearing people, deaf people are meeting over here separately. And over here, it's deaf. And there's teaching of Bible lessons and something that will help your family to grow and to learn, something that helps with your relationships, Bible lessons that are deep but clear. And so the Deaf Bible Conference. And so your whole deaf ministry can come and then divide, and hearing can go there and deaf can go there and then finish. And sometimes we meet together and then we eat together, and then when we're done, you come back home. This is 3 days. We start on Thursday night, then it's Friday all day, and Saturday at noon, we're finished. It will bless your deaf ministry. Come. And you can see it right there. silentword.org/ASLI. That's the easy way. See, click, and everything is right there. Then also, we have the Deaf Bible Institute. The Deaf Bible Institute it's not a place where you come here. No, it's correspondence. So it's this book right here. We have two ways. You can do paper or you can do it online here. But in the paper version, you study. Let's study. You study and study and study, and you study. And then in the middle of this, in the very middle, there's a test. And you can compare and learn and study and say, let me get that right answer. And all of the answers are in the book. And each lesson, like this, each one of the lessons is very simple, and you study through it. It starts simple. Really, there are 4 courses, and each course has 5 lessons. That didn't sign clearly. There are 4 courses. Course. That means a group of lessons. So there's 5 lessons grouped together, and that's one course. And when you pass each course, then we send a certificate to you, and that'll be a blessing. This does not have graduation, because when you finish the paper and you've done everything with the paper, you're finished with that, then you can continue to study online at this website, deafbibleinstitute.org. And we are posting new lessons, and it's a blessing that you can study and learn and continue on. It's a blessing and a help to you. Also, I want to show with you something that I've told you before about this, but it's called the Silent Word newspaper. And in the newspaper, there are many different pictures, what's been happening in deaf ministries. Maybe your deaf ministry, you have a special event. Maybe a deaf evangelist comes to your church. You can advertise there, or when you're finished with your special event, then you can send us information and a picture. We can put it in there in what's called What's Up. What's Up. And it's very interesting. Many people, the first thing that they read is What's Up, because they want to know the news of what's going on around. There are advertisements of things that are happening upcoming, like the Creation Museum and other deaf events. We'll advertise in here, and you can see when and where, and you can learn about these different things. Also, maybe you're going to visit another town, and you say, is there a deaf ministry over there? Or I'm driving and I'll be going through, is there a deaf ministry I can stop and I can go to church? And we have a whole list of deaf ministries right there in the newspaper. We have one page that's called we call it the fun page. And it has puzzles and different pictures that are funny and just different ideas. It's very interesting, very curious. And so you can read the newspaper. We'll be happy to send it to you for free. For free. We will not spam your post office box. We will not spam your mail. We can send it to you for free. And so you can just look at the Silent Word website, see, okay, click on newspaper. You can read it there. You can read it in email, or we'll be happy to send it to you. Also, if your church or your ministry wants to receive the newspaper, we'll be happy to send you 5 or 10 in a packet. We'll send them to you, and it's absolutely free. And then, how do we pay for that? How do we don't charge you, we don't ask for money, no. But if you want to help, then you can join what's called the Senders Club. And the Senders Club, if you sign up for $10 or more every month, that means that you will be sending in every month $10. You're not paying for the newspaper, but you're helping us to send it to other people. We have many people that have joined the Senders Club. And then if you sign up and join, we'll be happy to send you a free Bible. And it's not a $200 Bible, you understand that. But it's a free Bible that we'll be sending to you, and it's nice. And so you can get that. But you can help us as we send out the newspaper as well. Something else to help you is signthebible.com. Now, to be honest with you, if you type that in, it goes back to silentwordorg. But there's a special page on there that has this. And all of the lessons are signed. Some have voice, some do not have voice. And these lessons are very helpful. One of the lessons is called Creation to Christ. And it's the story with gestures it's explaining the Bible step by step by step for people in other countries who maybe do not know sign language. And so missionaries can get these, can download them, or we will be happy to send a hard drive, send something with all of these videos, send it out to them, and then they can show it to deaf people in their area there, and so it could be a blessing. And so we'll be happy to help with that. It's a blessing. Many deaf people have watched this and are encouraged and strengthened with this. Along with that, we have daily devotions for the deaf. Jim Braceland, at his website, we have links here. There's a place you can go, and every day you can be sent a new devotion in your email, and you can also watch the video for that devotion. It'll be a blessing to your heart. Toward the end here, I wanted to explain this. SWM has also what's called a mission board. And our mission board is for the purpose of being able to send people, well, to help people go to other countries. What happens? Maybe a person is burdened for going to another country to preach or to set up a school for the deaf or help evangelize in that area and help ministry for the deaf in those countries. If you're burdened about that, you present that to your pastor. Say, I'd like to join there to do that. Would you bless that? Would you accept it? And if the pastor says, yes, you are ready, you have enough skill, you have enough knowledge of the Bible, maybe you need to go to Bible college, or maybe you can do a correspondence Bible college, but you can learn and you can study. And if you're ready, and if you have the skill and the knowledge, and you have qualifications, if you have the full knowledge of everything that you need, then you can join Silent Word Ministries and you can go. We need missionaries here in the United States. We have a brochure we'd be happy to send to you that explains, in America, what do we do? How do we go and preach and teach to deaf people? Who can become a missionary? And how to join Silent Word Ministries. And we explain several things in this brochure. I'll be happy to send that to you. If God's burdened your heart to reach deaf people, you can be deaf, you can be hearing, it doesn't matter. It'll be fine. And we have deaf missionaries here. One deaf man, he travels and he preaches. Alan Snare. Another deaf man, he's established a deaf church in South Carolina. And then a hearing man has established a deaf church in Missouri and different places. We have missionaries also to go to other countries. Other countries. SWMI. SWMI is international. And it's exciting. New missionaries joining SWMI, so that they can raise their support and go to another country and establish a church or establish a school or train deaf people there to become pastors and leaders. Oh, the need is great all around the world. The need is great right here in America. There are deaf people that will write to us, and in the past, and it breaks your heart when you read the letter and it says, the letter says, you, Silent Word Ministries, you are my church, because there's no church to interpret in my area. I maybe have to drive 100 miles to get to the church for the deaf. That breaks our hearts, and we need more people who have qualifications, people who can give their lives to serve God as missionaries. Not every person can, but maybe God has touched your heart. We can help you go to other countries or go to other places to help reach deaf people with the gospel. Here at Silent Word Ministries, our desire, our goal is to help you to learn the Bible, to become saved, if maybe you're not saved, to help you become saved, to help your deaf ministry, to bring other deaf people and teach them the Bible. The Bible is a wonderful book, full of truth. It is God's Word in a book. And our books here at Silent Word Ministries help explain that book. But our goal is to help you to learn and to grow, and maybe God wants you to become a missionary to serve God. So please visit again Silent Word Ministries. It's called silentwordorg. We are here to help and to serve. All of these different things, we are the place for deaf ministry. So please come visit. And if you're in Georgia, in northwest Georgia, right over here in the top corner over here, if you're near, come and visit here at Silent Word. Maybe you would like to be involved in helping one day and volunteering. You can stay nearby and then come over here during the day and volunteer, that'd be a wonderful thing. We are here to serve the Lord and to serve you. Thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you again next time. God bless.